All right, hello everyone. How are you today? It's Kei. So this is the 22nd of April 2022 and this is on Friday. So happy Friday everyone. I hope you're having a great day today. So let's check some charts together today also with the Ichimoku Kinko Hyo and see what's happening in the markets. Looks like markets are active today as we had so many events, so many big news. So we have some big movements in the markets in Forex. So let me get started right now. So let me switch the screen. Okay, and yeah, as a quick disclaimer, as usual, this content is all basically for my own experience, based on my own experience, knowledge. So when you take a trade, please do at your own risk. And also, since this is live, if you can please follow the rules and guidelines, that would be great. Because after all, we're all here to learn. And then finally, there are so many fake accounts of mine recently. I get so many reports almost every day, fake accounts. So I have no Telegram, no Instagram, no Facebook, and no direct messages on SNS. So whenever you found these, please be careful and stay away. All right, so before I start to see more people, let me start slowly as usual, starting from calling your name, who's here, and check charts slowly here. Okay, so I see Bapi's here, and Buta, and Hui, and Dirk, thank you for joining. And Carbon Fibonacci also, and Active Himelda, thank you for joining as well. Great to see you here. And Robert, David, also good to see you. Yeah, make sure that the microphone isn't working today. Yeah, it's working. Yeah. Yeah, yesterday there was some trouble in the microphone. So I make sure that I move the microphone right in front so that it picks my voice clearly. Okay, Robert says, hi Kay, do you own any Bitcoin? No, I don't. I never trade Bitcoin. I never trade any cryptocurrencies. Basically, I only trade Forex. I used to trade gold, but the gold has been ranging choppy these days, so I'm a bit away from the gold. So I basically trade Forex pairs. Okay, and David, Kevin, thank you for joining as well. Good to see you, William, and Charlie, Eugene, thank you for joining. And Tun, Mahesh, and Arnold-san, and Gray, good to see you too. Happy Friday. Anis, Austin, Aditya, and ZVI, Mahardika, and Sulaiman, John On, Bites, thank you for joining also. Very good to see you here. Okay, Arnold says, what is your most price action you mostly use for confirming entry edge? So I do use the price actions, but so mainly I use, I would say, 3 price actions for my entry edge. One is the doji break. Second is the engulfing break. In engulfing breakout, there are 2 types. One is inside bar breakout. The other is outside bar breakout. So mainly I use these 3 confirmations for entries in price action. If you are new to price action, simply if I can draw, like, so doji break is, let's say the market is uptrending like this, and you see a little doji in the lower time frame. As it goes up, you see doji, and doji breakout, I take that as a confirmation. Or I take engulfing. Inside bar will look like this. As it goes up, there's an inside. And if inside has been broken bullish, I take that also for entry edge. And outside. Outside is opposite from inside. So that will be, yeah, like this. As the market goes up this way, if I see outside and outside breakout, I take that also for my entry confirmation. So basically, I take these 3 confirmations. But I also take the like a double bottom neckline break or head and shoulders neckline breakout also for my entry edge. And the price action works on any time frames. So, and I use that to my entry edge. Okay, Augustine, thank you for joining also. Good to see you. Gabrielle, MK, J Wise, Soel, Ekhargal, Ozeza, thank you for joining also. J Wise, I remember you mentioned that you're gonna send my email to me, but I haven't received the email yet. So I'm not really sure what's happening. But in case if you're sending me the emails previously, then I haven't received them yet. So please try to send again, or if you have some other email address, please send it again so that I can receive your email. Yeah, because I've been getting the emails from other people, so the system should be working. Okay, who else is here? Blackwater, Sorosh, thank you for joining. Adrian, good to see you too. Thank you for joining also. And Marcus, good to see you too. Ao, also good to see you. Okay, please check USD Swiss franc have a good sign with Ichimoku. Okay. And John here says, I'm looking at USD CAD. 4-hour chart shows Senko Koten. Okay, let me check these two pairs first. So before that, let me quickly say hi to everyone. Yakov, Chuck Davis, Itumeleng, and Andy. Yeah, Ikharagao once again. And Aditya once again, good to see you. It's Chike, and Marco, Rajko. Okay, Rohit. Yeah, thank you for joining. Okay. So yeah, oh, you get that response on from myself. Okay, that's great. That's great. Okay, so yeah, so let me first check the currency string chart and see what's happening because markets are active today. So when the market's active today like this, then I would first check the currency string chart. So here are the strings for today. This is a free web page. If you can come to my web page and hover over on free download, click on currency strings chart, you can actually get to this page. And also you can have some free PDF and my video also about my explanation about how I use this currency string chart. But according to the strings chart right now, USD and JPY are so strong. And second strong is the Euro, and Swiss franc is relatively stronger too. And then the weakest pairs, weakest currencies are Pound and New Zealand and AUD. And CAD sideways. So with that knowledge, with that in mind, let's start to check charts. So if you see USD Swiss franc, USD is all the way up here. Swiss franc is a bit strong, but USD Swiss franc should be bullish now. Yeah, you can tell by the strings chart. And then USD CAD. CAD is down here, so USD CAD is more volatile than USD Swiss franc because USD CAD has wider gap in between the currencies. So yeah, USD CAD looks better. It's volatile, it's more bullish than USD Swiss franc. So the most volatile market right now is USD AUD or USD Pound or Pound JPY and AUD JPY are all bearish. But JPY pairs has been bullish for the last 1 week, 2 weeks. So it looks like in terms of JPY pairs, it's just going backwards. So it might be, tricky to capture the bearishness on the JPY pairs. So first, let me check the USD Swiss franc. I will switch to a trading view. And yes, okay, let me switch to one screen. Yeah, USD Swiss franc, I was actually watching this one too today and about to take a trade, but I wasn't able to confirm the entry edge to buy, so I'm away from this pair. But according to the daily time frame, it's all bullish. The Kumo is bullish now. Senko span B is bullish. Senko span A is also bullish. And Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen both bullish. And Chikou span above candles, so it's continuously bullish. After the market broke the resistance level of 0.9459 it has been bullish now. So, and we have to also look and see if there is a previous resistance in the past. So the previous resistance was all the way back here on 0.9652. So the market may extend all the way to that level. So we have enough room to trade until that level. That will be about 70-80 pips in room to trade. So yeah, USD Swiss franc is good. It's bullish in the daily chart. And also what I usually do is I also go down to the 1 hour and then see if 1 hour is also bullish. And you can see that the 1 hour chart is, yeah, it's bullish, but currently the Kumo's Senko span B angles are flat. And Kijun Sen angle is also flat technically. So the market may retrace. So I would wait for the breakout of the previous bullish candle. And once it breaks, then I will look for the buy chance. Otherwise, it may retrace back to Tenkan Sen or even back to Kijun Sen. So in that sense, it's time to hold. But since this is stably bullish, it may break the resistance bullish. Yeah, so USD Swiss franc is like that. And let me also check the USD CAD. Okay, USD CAD, starting from the daily time frame, it actually went all the way back to Senko span B now. And it's about to break the previous resistance level, 1.2677. So in terms of daily time frame, there is no direction because Kumo's flat. Kijun Sen is also flat. There was a Tenkan Kijun Gold cross here. And Chikou span breakout is happening right now. So basically the market is range. So when you see the market range in Ichimoku, what's going to happen is that in the lower time frames like 1 hour or 5-minute chart, it might be spiky and volatile. So you may get stopped out when you buy here. So we can't really follow the daily direction because there is no direction in the daily. So let me check the 4-hour chart. Okay, and according to John Hera, he says Sanyaku Koten is happening. And here, there was a Kumo breakout. But like I mentioned yesterday, Kumo breakout itself won't become a Sanyaku Koten signal. You have to see it right with the right order, which is Tenkan Kijun Gold Cross first, and then Chikou span break and Kumo breakout. Then that is the trustable Sanyaku Koten signal, Kumo breakout. But here, Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen are overlapping, and Chikou span break happened after the Kumo breakout. So Kumo breakout technically happened here, and Chikou span was still over here. And then Chikou span break happened. So this is not the right order. So that means the market may reverse. So yeah, in this case, I don't look for the buy chance. Kumo is also very thin. So when you see this thin Kumo like this, like a needle, it's not trustable. So the market may retrace backwards anytime. So I think to me, this is a bit risky to trade. So yeah, I would avoid taking a trade. So let me see what else you can find. Thank you for joining, everybody. Great to see you. Aditya says, Mr. K, why do you prefer to look for entry agent 5-15 at breakout in the middle or higher time frame than the retracement? Because so that I can set the stop loss very tight. Usually my stop losses are based on the M5 wave. If it's bullish, I put the stop loss below the previous low in M5, and I trail the profits along the way. So that's what I do usually. So, but if I take, let's say 1 hour for the stop loss and entry edge, then my stop loss will be very wide, much wider than the 5 or 15. So I prefer to take 5 or 15. And yeah, I don't really trade before, after breakout. It doesn't really matter for me. If it happens to be after breakout, then I still take it. But even before the breakout, I still take the trade and expect the market breaks towards the bullish direction afterwards. Yeah, so that's how I see charts. Oh, by the way, today I have open trade on the EURAUD. So let me briefly talk how I took that trade. So I bought this pair at 1.47883, and my stop loss was originally at 1.4752. So I'm still holding the buy. I was seeing the 4-hour is bullish. So hold on, let me show you a screenshot of my entry timing. So yeah, so this was my entry timing. I took the trade. So I got this 1 hour was bullish. So this is 1 hour. I do multiple time frame analysis by Ichimoku. So this is 1 hour time frame. This is a 4-hour time frame. So both were moving up when I was screening the chart in afternoon today. And I got these entry confirmations. So today I didn't take the price action for the confirmations, but I took them according to the wave and also some indicators. I was using stochastic gold cross as one, and Fibonacci bounce, 38.2% bounce was exactly happening in the 5. So this is in the 5-minute chart. So I took the Fibonacci bounce also. And then this is Bollinger Bands. I was seeing Bollinger Bands squeeze as another confirmation. And then Cantor trend line breakout was also happening here. So with these 4 confirmations, I took the trade. So like this in the 5-minute chart, because it's spiky, it's kind of tricky. So I take at least 3 confirmations to trade. And this is what I call the trading edge. I used to take only one single confirmation, let's say gold cross. Whenever I see stochastic gold cross, then I take a buy. Whenever I see Fibonacci bounce, I took the buy. But oftentimes it gives me like fake signals, especially in 5. If you know, it goes backwards very fast. So I was wondering how to avoid these fake signals. And then I came up with the idea of combining these different entry confirmations. So I tested 1, wasn't working. I tested 2 confirmations, still some fakes. And then I started to take 3 confirmations every time when I enter the trades in the 5. So here's a 5. And as for the stop loss, I took the stop loss here below the previous low in the 5-minute chart. And it was 31 pips of the stop loss. And this was my original entry. And so this is also the screenshot of my MT5. So to trade, I use MT5. To analyze, I use the trading view. So simply when I found these 4 confirmations and when I know exactly where to place a stop loss 31 pips below, then I calculate lot sizing quickly to make it 2% to the stop loss. So this is in 5. I took the trade here. Exactly. I took this screenshot a bit while later because I was in a meeting, so I wasn't able to take it real time. But I took the trade here. The stop loss is always 2%. It's always 2%. And then this is 31 pips of stop loss, 2% of my whole account. Then I just kept trading the profits now. So that was how I took the trade in M5. Okay, so and then afterwards, what happened was that okay, so this is the next screenshot. Here you can find I saw the N wave bullish towards my direction after my entry, and this is when I moved the stop loss to break even. So if the market goes towards my direction, then I always move the stop loss to break even. So stop loss was originally here, and I exactly move it to above the positions. I mean slightly above the positions, maybe 1 or 2 or 3 pips above, so that it can cover the spread. And then I keep holding the buy. So this is the break even. After I set the break even, then I leave chart for a couple of hours, maybe 3 hours, sometimes 4 hours, sometimes whole day. I leave chart because I don't lose in this case. This will become a either break even or win game. And if I play the break even or win game every time I trade, then I won't lose at all in the long run. So that's why I make sure to move the stop loss to break even at the right timing. And that's what I did here on this screenshot. And then, let's see. And then, before the live starts, 30 minutes before the live starts, I moved the stop to the previous low. So I fixed 21.8. If you can see here, I fixed almost like 22 pips. So this is 22 pips from my position. Most recent low in 5. And then I'm still trading the profit along the way. So this is how I manage my stop losses along the way. And in the 4-hour chart right now, still bullish. So there's no reason to exit. As long as the Ichimoku says it's bullish, I keep trading the profits all the way. And in 1 hour, it's also bullish. So no reason to exit in this timing. And here is the MT5. This is MT5 moving. And okay, so I see a little pushback here. I can find a little pushback as I do the live. So let me just go ahead and move this stop loss to the most previous low in 5. And I will trail the profits along the way. So simply I drag to slightly below the pushback in 5. And in this way, I fix a profit of, let's see, okay, 51 pips. I fixed 51 pips of profit. So even if the market retraces backwards, I still get the profit of 51 pips and still trading the profits. And the other position here, I can move right now because there's a long run already. So I will move the other stop loss to the previous low. I mean, I would say I will move it to the beginning of the trend, uptrend. I will fix 21 pips of profit and the other at 51 pips of profit. So no matter what happens in the market, you never know. It may crash. The market may crash all the way down this way, but I still secure these profits along the way. So every time I enter the markets, I make sure to place a stop loss. This is a risk management mindset. And whenever the market runs towards my direction, then I come back to the charts, couple of hours, intervals. And if it's too bullish, I keep trading in this way. But if it's just reverse, then I will just fix a profit at the stop loss. And this is how I manage these positions. And this is basically all I do every time I trade. So that's how I basically manage these positions here. So yeah, EURAUD still looks a bit bullish. No reason to exit. In terms of the target, I'm expecting the market retraces all the way back to the weekly Kijun-sen. Because if you look at the weekly time frame, Kijun-sen is flat now. And whenever you see Kijun-sen flat, that means the market could retrace back to Kijun-sen. So this will be the target. This will be like ultimate target. Of course, along the way, there might be some ups and downs. Like the market may go up and down like this, and I might exit along the way. So, but if it goes up straight continuously, then a weekly Kijun-sen at 1.5270 will be my target. However, I don't simply exit just because the market hits there. Most likely, if it's too bullish in the 4-hour chart, then simply I will keep trading the profits, and it may go up to the Kumo like this way. So usually I don't exit manually unless 4-hour chart becomes flat. So that is my strategy. Okay, let me come back to some comments now. Thank you for joining, everybody. Great to see you. Happy Friday to everyone. Okay, TGIF, that's right. Yes. Okay, let's see. Thank you for joining. Great to see you. Okay. Patrick also, good to see you here. Alfonso. Okay. Ozja says, Kason, how can I contact? Okay, how can I contact besides here? Can I add you in line? You can contact me through email. It would be the best. You can find my email information below the description. So please contact me through the email. Yeah. Because I don't accept the direct messages on SNS. I used to open SNS messages, but I get too many messages. In one day, I get like 40, 50 messages, and I can't track everything. So email is best for me. Okay, I see some comment about the okay, gold. Okay, gold please. All right, gold and pound JPY. All right, so let me first look at pound JPY and then move on to gold. So okay, pound JPY. This is a weekly chart. Looks like pin bar on the weekly, almost very thin, so it may reverse. And then in the daily time frame, it's retracing backwards now. However, Kumo is bullish. Kijun Sen is also bullish in the daily chart. So it may bounce on the Tenkan Sen and it goes up towards bullishness. But if, let's say Monday, if Kijun Sen becomes flat, then it may retrace all the way back to Kijun Sen. So at this stage, we cannot know which way it goes. So my best advice is to stay away. Yeah, 4 hours also range, so no trade. And in terms of time cycles, this is actually at the Henkabi. If you're Ichimoku member, or if you have knowledge, deep knowledge about the Ichimoku, then you can also see the time cycles according to Ichimoku time cycles on the 19th of April and 21st April were Henkabi. And Henkabi means the day of change. So it may change the market direction, or it may extend towards the same direction, but we can't tell. So because we were at the Henkabi a couple of days ago, in this reason also, it's just retracing backwards. Whenever the market is at the Henkabi, it tends to retrace. So yeah, this time it's retracing backwards, but it may bounce on the Tenkan Sen and continuously goes up. But if it keeps retracing backwards next week, then you can draw the forecast lines and capture retracement along the way. But at this stage, we can't tell which way it goes, so I prefer to stay away. Yeah, when it's unknown, always stay away is a key. So let me check now gold. So okay, gold has been ranging now. This is a daily time frame. Kumo is flat. Kijun Sen is flat. Chikou span touching. So looks like Chikou span has been tracing the previous candles in the daily chart. So most likely it will continuously be range. So no trading edges right now. Yeah, if you look at the Kumo, technically Kumo Senko span and AB are up. But these Senko span AB are within the previous Senko span A and B levels. So this is considered to be the flat Kumo, technically speaking. So no direction in the market. Even if you buy or sell, it may take long to see the result. So you better stay away in this case. Okay, yeah, so that's my view. Okay, Blackwater says pound USD is good too. All right, pound USD, let me check. All right. Oh yeah, pound USD. I was actually gonna talk about this one, and that's why I turned this to blue flag. Yeah, pound USD is very interesting. It just broke. I was expecting, as I mentioned previously, I was expecting the P wave breakout bearish, but I never expected it happens like this very strong. So yeah, it just did, and this is a daily chart. And if you also look at the 4-hour chart, this is still gradually going down. But after this big bearish move, the market is now stopped downtrend. We have very small candles afterwards. However, Kumo's down, Kijun Sen down, Chikou span below candles, so sellers are still dominant than the buyers. So it may keep going down this way. And in terms of the 1 hour, it's now flat Kijun Sen. So it may retrace back to Tenkan Sen and resisted by the Tenkan Sen and goes down towards the daily or 4-hour direction. Kumo is looking good. Kumo's Senko span A is down, so it's good. Still, sellers are dominant, but it may retrace. So whenever I see this big move, I don't usually, take a trade because it's like catching a falling knife. And it may reverse backwards very soon, or sellers are exhausted on these big 2 candles on the 1 hour, and sellers may not come in, but buyers may start to come in the market, and that may create a range. So I prefer for the market to consolidate more and break out so that new sellers can come to the market, and then hopefully I can ride the new downtrend afterwards. Captain says, thanks for the constant support and wisdom, Mr. K. Wishing you a happy and relaxing weekend. I also took the EURAUD trade. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's great to hear. Yeah, thank you so much for your comment. Yeah, EURAUD still looks good, still going up. So, yeah, I still hold the trades. Active Himelda says, if you could learn the fundamental analysis, I'm 100% sure you're going to be the most perilous Forex trader because you're already dangerous technically. Okay? Yeah. I don't really trade the fundamentals. I don't really trade the fundamental analysis in trade. Basically, all my trades are done from technical viewpoints by Ichimoku and also yeah, technical Ichimoku and price actions, basically. Yeah. You're welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining. So how many pips you use for stop loss? Yeah, EURAUD, I took the stop loss 31 pips below my position originally. Okay, Shadow says, please check USD-JPY for a short. Okay, let me check. JPY is bullish today, so all the JPY pairs are going down. So let's see. USD-JPY, let me check the daily time frame. Okay, daily is now engulfing candle. So 2 days back, on the 20th of April, there was a big bearish candle. And these bearish candles high and low are including 2 future candles. So this is inside bar. And whenever I see this, I wait for the breakout towards either direction. If it breaks 129.40, then I follow bullish, I look for the buy. If it breaks bearish, 127.46, then I prefer to sell and target to the daily Kijun Sen. Because most likely, daily Kijun Sen should be flat when it happens. But let me check right now. Okay, right now still Kijun Sen is bullish and Kumo is bullish. So technically it's bullish, so it may break bullish next week. But yeah, we never know. It may reverse. Okay. Okay, yeah, you're welcome everyone. Thank you for joining. So ZVI says, Mr. K, what are your opinion on regarding oil? Okay, WTI. Let me check that one. Okay. Commodity and US oil, WTI crude oil. Okay, daily chart is now flat, completely ranging. So no chance to trade. This is P wave squeezing. So the market can go towards either direction. On the weekly chart, like I mentioned previously, it has been supported by the Kijun Sen. So it may go up in that sense on the weekly basis. But in the daily chart, it's still flat. So yeah, I think it's very difficult to trade. If there's no trend, then I won't trade in that case. Yeah, but let me check even the monthly chart. Okay, monthly chart shows Doji this month. So if it closes with Doji this month in April, then we have to wait for the breakout towards either direction. So I think that will be the topic for May. Now Kijun Sen flat, Kumo flat, so it may reverse backwards. Okay, so that's WTI. So let me check some other Forex pairs which are trending right now. So first, let's see. USD Swiss franc is still bullish in a daily chart. Still bullish in 1 hour also. So looks like it's going up to the next resistance level. 0.9650 is a target. Yeah, you're welcome ZVI. You're welcome here. So, and I'm actually also watching the AUD/USD. I was about to sell on AUD/USD, but I went for EURAUD simply because I captured the confirmations on EURAUD. But even if I took the sell on AUD/USD, I was in profit. So yeah, let's see. In a daily chart, there is no trend. Price action wise, this is bearish, and it broke the neckline of the head and shoulders. So this is now bearish. But in terms of Ichimoku, it's flat. So it may go up anytime in terms of the daily time frame. But in the 4-hour chart, it's bearish. Kumo down, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen down, and Chikou span below candles. It's downtrending, strongly downtrending, after breakout of the support today. And 1 hour also shows strong and stable downtrend. So we can also look for the sell chance in AUD/USD. So I go down to 5-minute chart, and it has been nicely band walking. The market has been nicely down through the division 1, 2, and the Bollinger Bands. So this is one of the confirmations, so that the market may continue to go down this way. But stochastics has gold cross already here, but now it's about the gold cross. Before it was dead crossing, but now it's about the gold cross. So yeah, from a stochastic viewpoint, this is not a good timing, but I don't simply look at the stochastics in this case. So I most likely take some price actions to trade. But right now, I don't see any doji, I don't see any engulfing breakouts. So simply when I see this, I would stay away. And it might reverse backwards afterwards. Yeah, so that's, but this is downtrending. You can continuously monitor and look for a selling edge in the 5-minute chart. Yeah, let me check the monthly chart also. Whenever I see this big move in the market per day, I also look at the monthly chart. Okay, so according to monthly chart, since Kijun Sen is the mid price in the weekly chart, whenever the market away from the candles, away from the Kijun Sen, it traces backwards. Always, whenever it whenever it goes away from the Kijun Sen, and then it goes backwards to Kijun Sen. So previously too, the market is now retracing back to Kijun Sen. And it just broke in the Kijun Sen now, so it may extend downtrend. It may extend go down around the same pips of the previous distance to high, and then may retrace backwards to Kijun Sen like this. So in that sense, yeah, weekly, according to weekly Kijun Sen viewpoint, this downtrend may be persistent. But overall has no trend. It's just going up and down on the weekly, Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, Chikou span touching, so no trend on the weekly basis. Okay, Very says, what is your maximum monthly drawdown? Thanks. Oh, my maximum drawdown per trade is up to 2%. But I usually take exit before the price hit the stop loss. So usually I take, yeah, like 1% drawdown will be maximum for 2 positions. So I take 2% for 2 positions, so 1% each to stop loss. So I take 0.5 will be like maximum to trade. Yeah. Oh, Khalid says, nice template in TradingView. Can you share it? I don't know how to share the template. If I know, then I will announce everyone. Yeah, I never thought about sharing my TradingView template. So yeah, if I know how to do it, then I might be uploading somewhere, or I can introduce it in YouTube. But I prefer the blue candle bearish, white candles bullish, and black background. Yeah, it's easy on my eyes, and I don't like the colors in the candlesticks. I prefer to have the candlestick all white, but for YouTube purpose, I color the bearish candles green. Yeah, because we have bias towards the colors. Red is like dangerous. Red means stop, and blue-green is to go, means positive. So you know, whenever you see green candles consecutive, then you might be overconfident to buy. Or when you see bearish candles, red bearish candles, then you may stop trading, although it's a nice downtrend. So we have to eliminate these bias in anything. So I prefer to use these plain colors than green and red candles. Yeah, so yeah, AUD/USD is down in the 4 hour, so we can continuously follow, but the Kumo is a bit too small, so it may retrace. So when you sell, you have to put the stop loss. Whenever it goes backwards, you have to exit very soon. Okay, so let me check some of the charts now. Gray says USD Swiss franc breaking trend channel line in the 5-minute chart. Okay. USD Swiss franc 4 hours bullish and 1 hour is also bullish. In the 5, it's yeah, it has been going up. This is nice because this is stably bullish in the wave. Whenever I see this kind of stable bullish in the wave, I prefer to be in the trade. If it's too spiky, too like I wave without retracement, then it may retrace. So I like this wave in the 5. Band walking nicely. So we can look for, we can wait for other confirmations to buy. That looks like this is moving up in this channel, and yeah, as Gray mentions, it breaks the channel and it's going up now, so it's strongly bullish. So I would expect the market retraces backwards at some point, and I will prefer to make sure that I see the gold cross of These are stochastics. Now they are very close, but together on two lines. So I prefer to see the clear gold cross and then engulfing break, doji break to buy. Okay, in the meantime, it looks like EURAUD is breaking higher now. So let me manage the stop loss too. Let me move back to my MT5. Okay, so it's breaking the high, so I will move the stop loss to the most recent low in 5. That will be 62 pips. I fix it. And I keep trading the profits right now. The other one, I still prefer to keep the stop loss at 21 pips fixed profit because this may retrace still. So this is 21 pips fixed profit. Still keeping 2 positions and keeping trading the profits along the way. And when I keep trading profits like this, if I don't do live, then simply I walk away, maybe a couple of hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. So right now this is 6:46 in Dubai time. So if I manage a stop loss like this, then most likely I will come back at like 10 p.m., 9 p.m. Before the market close and manage a stop loss. But yeah, in terms of EURAUD, in terms of holding over the weekend, I'm not sure because there will be election in France this weekend. So Euro can be affected by that, and depending on what happens over the weekend, it might spike and there might be a gap in between Friday and Monday, and I might lose. So yeah, today I think I will fix the profit before I go to bed, and so that I can sleep in peace and simply come back Monday. And if this pair is still going up, then I will re-enter the market and continuously trial bullish from Monday. I think I will do that. Okay, so let's see what else we can find on the comment. Okay, Homan, thank you for joining. And Stern, good to see you too. Augustine says, hi, Kei-san, can you explain when you indicate on the trading edges on double top and double bottom? So let's say in the 5, when I capture double bottom will be, let's say the market goes flat from here, it traces and goes up, but it doesn't break the resistance and goes down again and goes up this way. This is double bottom in 5 and neckline break. And then I take a buy here. This is example of the double bottom trading edge. Or if it's inverse head and shoulders, if it goes like this, then I will take the breakout of the neckline of the inverse head and shoulders, and I will buy here too. That will be also counted as a trading edge in the 5-minute chart. So these are the examples for this. So when whatever patterns you see in the chart, price actions or candlestick patterns, you have to follow the major direction is a key. You know, when you look back the chart, for example, in this one, when you look back, you see many dojis, many engulfing breaks, and many double bottoms, double tops, head and shoulders everywhere. Like, let's see here. If I just zoom in like this, you see there was a doji here. So you may think the doji break here, you see this in 5, and you may think that it works. There's doji too, and doji break happens too, so it works. You might think like this, or there is like engulfing break. This is inside bar. Engulfing breakout happened exactly on this candlestick, so you might want to buy here too. You might think like this, but actually all these are not true. All these are potentially going to be fake, and the reason is because this is range in higher time frame. When it's range in higher time frames, then none of these will work. But they work only in the trending situations. Yeah, when it trends, then they work. This is very important. Yeah, it took me 3 years to realize this fact. So when it's bullish in the higher time frames, then whenever you see these doji break, it works. You never hit the stop loss. It just keeps going up. And when you see this engulfing break, it works. It never come back to the support in the 5. It just keeps going up this way. So probability-wise, whenever you trade in these edges, this is, much better than trading in a range market. This is, this is a big, like how to say, aha moment for me after 3 years. Yeah, before, whenever I studied the price actions, I used to pick whatever markets. So I see here, head and shoulders, neckline break, and then it becomes fake. Whenever I see this fake, I thought it doesn't work. But this is not working because this is a range in higher time frame. So there are there are price actions that works and the price actions that don't work. You have to be able to distinguish completely in these two concepts. Yeah. Okay, Homan says, Dear K, when we are looking for H4 or H1 or else and Ichimoku shows trending, but the current candle is not closed, what we have to do? Okay, in that case, you might want to wait for the candle close. In higher time frame, I'm sorry. In higher time frame, you don't have to wait for a close. Simply, if it angles, then simply can take it. That's fine. So Augustine says, how do you determine which way the candles are going, long or short, when you mention double top, double bottom? And I think that will be my answer. Yeah, simply, follow the market. Higher time frame direction is a key for the candles. Leon says, I still lose even when I move the stop loss break even because of the gap. Okay, yeah, if you are trading like stock market or index, there are gaps in between the days. Because usually market closes at 3 p.m., 5 p.m. and until the market opens next day, there is a time. So there is a gap in between the candles. So if that's the case, you make sure to move the stop loss break even in a bit lagging timing. I think you moved the stop loss break even too early. So yeah, you can take more time until you set the break even. Okay, Active says USDJPY recommendations. Okay, let me check. USDJPY. Okay, so USDJPY is now range in the daily chart. So I would prefer to wait for the break of this engulfing, either bullish or bearish. Yeah, when it's range like this, I don't prefer to trade. Okay, let's see. Movie Hero says, I'm not sure once I can even hear that you tell us about that you feel enjoy and very fun when you screen the charts to see the candles price action, how that feel kind of passion to drive me too. Okay, okay. So you mean that you also feel passion to screen charts? はい、 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 はい, okay, okay. So you mean that you also feel passion to screen charts? For me, I say looking at the charts is so fun because this is condensed like psychology of the market, of the traders. So in that perspective, I think it's all interesting. Whenever I see these spikes, whenever I see these wicks, I can hear a scream of the buyers. These buyers will be losing as the market retraces all the way. So yeah, that's kind of something to enjoy. Hearing the other traders' voice like this way in price action. But when it comes to trading, I have no emotion already. I have no emotion. I used to be passionate about trading. I used to be motivated to make profits, but now I don't feel so much because I realize that all I can do is to follow my rules with discipline, and that's all I can do. So kind of I give up to make profits, to be motivated. But when I lose this motivation, when I lose this passion, then it gave me objective mindset to the markets, and then I start to win trades without passion. So this is very much opposite from sports or any studies. Like as you study harder, as you practice more, then your skill will increase. That's the norm in the world. But in trading, I think it's opposite in my experience. If you have less passion, if you have less emotion in the market, then you start to win the trades, is how I feel. So this is kind of still hard to say for me. Even after 9 years of my trading experience, this is very hard to say. I say the term give up, but I don't completely give up. Yeah, I check charts 3 times per day, still every day, and I take entries whenever I see these confirmations. But in a sense, I don't expect the market goes towards my direction every time. Sometimes I might think, okay, the market may retrace. Then I take a trade. Then when it really retraces, then I just accept it. When it just goes towards my direction, then I realize, okay, my expectation was wrong. It just goes towards my direction. So like that, I think, yeah, that's my feel after 9 years of experience. Yeah, okay. La Crypta says, I have implemented your methods to my trading and I have been doing a lot better in my trading. Thank you so much for your videos. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad that you are improving your trades through my videos. Because all I can do is just to share what I do and how I see charts through Ichimoku Kinko Hyo in my way. Because I can't trade for you and it's something impossible. So if you can learn something new from me every day when I do the live or videos, then that will be my most pleasure. And that's why I'm here. Yeah. Okay, so I guess I will end the live for now. Been like 1 hour now, so time to end. So so this is Friday. So no rush in the market. If you are not trading right now, and if you feel like you want to leave charts, then just leave charts and come back Monday. And I think that will be just better. Yeah, you don't have to trade every day. You don't have to trade every time when you screen charts. Sometimes when you screen charts, you can just let it go and see how it goes. Yeah, always I say you have to make distance in between yourself and the charts. Always. Yeah, never get too close emotionally, too attached to the price movements. Then you get stressed. So please have a good distance in between yourself and the chart. And when I say that, I remember in Japanese, we say, between you and your parents, you have to have like the distance that the dish won't be cold. Like, this is like after you get married to someone, when you start to live someplace near your parents, we say not too close. If it's too close, then some troubles may happen. So the distance that your dish, your soup, won't get cold is the comfortable distance. And I think the same in the markets. Yeah, never get too close, never too attached, but you still take care is I think my last advice. Okay, so once again, thank you for joining, and I will see you next one tomorrow. So I hope you have a happy Friday and happy weekend, and I will see you next one. So until then, please stay healthy and stay safe and stay gold. Bye bye for now. またね. Thank you.